Okay, so it's been about a couple hours now, about 6 or 7 hours since I've seen the Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 130 today, and I've been having this thought in my mind constantly, all day today. One thing that just cannot get out of my head. Will Gon be affected psychologically from this entire event of what has happened in this latest episode? Spoilers for anyone that hasn't watched this far in Hunter x Hunter. Pretty much, I mean, at the end part of this episode, we see Gon when Pitou is healing himself, okay? He's healing his arm pretty much to be able to, I'm guessing, fight Gon. Gon believes in his mind that Pitou was lying. He was lying about the entire factor of Kite really being dead, and that most likely Pitou is going to fix his arm to be able to heal Kite. That's what was going on in Gon's mind. After reassessing the ending scene, that's exactly what kind of Gon was thinking. And I'm thinking in my mind is Gon really having that much conflict emotions in his head, and he's that crushed finding out that Kite is dead, that he's willing to believe that Pitou was lying? I mean, in an honest sense, Pitou really has no reason to lie at this point, and we all know it's pretty obvious that Kite was dead. But in Gon's mind, he believes that Kite can be healed still. And so that's how this episode ends off of. And now here's where the discussion comes in. We've seen many characters in this series get just mentally affected by different events that's happened. Especially one major character from this arc, Navu. Navu was a character that was really just outgoing. He had glasses, he was Palm's instructor, sensei, and he was so badass when we first met him. But then he felt the nin of the royal ants. And then he succumbed to just fear, terror, horror, because he couldn't withstand the pressure, the evilness from their power, their nin, and he started losing his hair, and his entire psychological state broke down. It literally broke down because of all the pressure he went through from just the nin alone. We've seen many characters in the course of this entire series have different mental breakdowns and different things that change their psychological state. And what I'm getting at is, from this thing alone, will Togashi make Gon become a character that is vastly different from what we saw from the beginning part of this arc? I mean, he's became a lot more mature since we've seen him since the very beginning, but from this entire standpoint of finding out someone like his sensei, like someone that was a father figure, like I kind of covered in my review, died, but he can't accept that, but eventually he will. What if this affects him psychologically and he grows darker, more distant from other people, or something like that, or he can't contain his rage? I mean, there's so many different things that, Gon's psychological state can take from this entire moment. Now, maybe I'm putting too much thought, okay, on this entire aspect of Gon's psychological state with how he's been in this episode and how we've seen him rage mode, but this is Togashi. Togashi, I've never seen someone craft amount of characters in a series ever, in a Shonen series. He's definitely done something rather shocking. I mean, the entire scene what he did with Netero was just fucking unbelievable. So I'm willing to believe that most likely something's going to happen to Gon that affects him later on past this point. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I haven't read the manga. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know for a fact is that Gon and Pitou's going to fight. That's all I've heard. And most likely that's going to happen next episode. But from a standpoint, from Gon's psychological breakdown, I highly doubt Gon can fight Pitou. The reason why, in terms of power, okay? Pitou is a royal guard, and a royal guard, as we've seen, is very fucking powerful, scary powerful, and Pitou has a lot of power. Gon, on the other hand, he's our main character, our main shonen character. But in terms of power and strength, and his state of mind, can he truly fight Pitou? Can he really bring down Pitou? I mean, is it possible? I mean, usually if we see a shonen anime like this, usually the main male character would probably break down, go into a rage fit, get a super powerful power-up, and start beating the shit out of the villain that's in front of him. That's usually what we would see. But like I will say again, this is Togashi. Togashi knows how to wrap in standard cliche elements and make it something very breathtaking and new from those elements. So I highly doubt it'll be something I just can see coming. So I am thinking at this at a very deeper perspective. That's why I'm trying to take this entire moment. And I wonder if Togashi has a bigger plan for Pitou and Gon's fight. Is it just going to be a standard fight we're used to? Is there going to be something else underneath? And the entire factor of just how Pitou has changed as a character, Do you really believe that Pitou will probably finish Gon off and kill him? There's other questions there. We see that Pitou kind of cares for Komugi, even though she doesn't care for Komugi as a person. She cares because Komugi is important to the king, or Marilyn, but still, Pitou has some form of feelings. So this lays into question, will Pitou have pity on Gon and really just spare him? That's another thing. But overall, my main question, will this entire ordeal with Kite, just finally finding out that Kite is dead and Gon eventually accepting that factor, maybe you might never accept that factor and still believe that Pitou is an evil villain or did something to Kite, I don't know, but still what I'm getting at is, will this affect Gon for the rest of this series? That is the major question I'm bringing up here, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you feel like this is going to have emotional impact? And everybody, I love you so much, and if you enjoyed these type of discussions where I talk after different videos and want to talk about different things, please let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely try to do more of these. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.